Today, we're talking about the newest Nobel Laureates, JPMorgan's optimistic economic outlook, Hurricane Milton cleanup beginning, and other top news for Monday, October 14th. Stay informed while remaining focused on Christ with the pour-over today. Here's the quote of the day. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. Martin Luther King Jr. Let's get started with some espresso shots. The Nobels are almost doled out. On Friday, Nihon Hidankyo, a grassroots Japanese movement of atomic bomb survivors, was awarded the Peace Prize for its efforts to achieve a world free of nuclear weapons. The Nobel Committee said the group's efforts have contributed to the fact that no nuclear weapons have been used in war in 80 years. AI researchers nabbed awards in physics for inventing artificial neural networks in the 70s and 80s, and in chemistry for using AI to crack the code on protein design in 2020. The prize in literature went to South Korea's Han Kang, and the prize in medicine went to American scientists who discovered microRNA. The prize in economics will be awarded today. Each Nobel laureate receives a gold medal, a diploma, and 11 million Swedish kroner, around $1 million. Here's a verse to consider whether you're pursuing a Nobel Peace Prize or just trying to keep the peace in your household. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Matthew 5:9. JPMorgan Chase is calling it on behalf of Uncle Sam. The U.S. economy has made a soft landing. On Friday, the country's biggest bank reported better than expected earnings and optimistic forecasts, saying it's seeing a Goldilocks economic situation where consumers continue to spend, businesses act confidently, and inflation is under control. Wells Fargo largely echoed the sentiment, but noted it sees businesses acting more cautiously. Despite JPMorgan's rising tide, some ships feel like they're sinking. Boeing's machinist strike is entering its fifth week as the company announced plans to cut 10% of its workforce, about 17,000 people, and delay the launch of its new 777X wide-body planes, citing development issues. Meanwhile, TD Bank pleaded guilty to making itself the go-to bank for money laundering and has agreed to pay a historic $3 billion fine. Regardless of whether the broader economy is struggling or thriving, Christians should seek to give generously of our time, talents, and resources to those in greater need. Hebrews 13:16 says, "Don't neglect to do what is good and to share, for God is pleased with such sacrifices." Millions of Floridians have started chipping away at a massive project, hurricane cleanup. While Tampa was spared a direct hit, Hurricane Milton brought widespread flooding to Florida's west coast and deadly tornadoes across the state. At least 17 people have died. Utility crews have worked to restore electricity to 2.27 million homes and businesses, with nearly 1 million people still without power yesterday, while government agencies and residents armed with chainsaws cleared down trees. Returning evacuees also had to add search for gas to their to-do lists as fuel shortages gripped the state. Governor DeSantis opened 3 fuel distribution sites, offering 10 gallons per person free of charge. Over 6,500 National Guard members were activated in 23 counties to assist with recovery efforts. President Biden visited the state yesterday to survey the damage firsthand. Prayer is powerful and effective. Pray for God to move in power in the midst of the suffering and the massive cleanup effort. James 2:16 and 17 says, "If one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, stay warm, and be well fed,' but you don't give them what the body needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith, if it does not have works, is dead by itself."
Hey, it's Emily from the Pour-Over. It seems like every time I leave my house, I want a little treat. Thankfully, I can get cash back while running errands with Upside. and use it to treat myself with gift cards to my favorite spots for lattes or cookies and cream or just about anything. If I can't decide, I can just send it straight to my bank account. With Upside, all you have to do is download the app, check out the map to find gas or food offers near you, and claim the offer. You get cash back on the purchase, funds are added to your profile after you pay, and you can cash out in less than a minute. As if that wasn't enough of a reason, Upside won't sell your data. They earn their keep by recommending gas stations, restaurants, and grocery stores. Download the free Upside app and use promo code TPO to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code TPO.
In other brews, here's a rapid round of updates. With 3 weeks until Election Day, polls say Trump and Harris are neck and neck. This weekend, former President Trump drew thousands to a rally in Deep Blue Coachella, California. He criticized the state's Democratic leadership and immigration policies. Meanwhile, VP Harris visited swing state North Carolina. She assisted with hurricane relief and pressed Trump to release his medical records, questioning his fitness for office. Tesla investors were unimpressed by last week's robo-taxi reveal, which was heavy on vision but light on details. While Tesla stock fell 9%, TikTok was impressed by the event's sideshow, Tesla's humanoid robot named Optimus. Elon Musk claimed the robots, which wore cowboy hats and mingled with event-goers, would eventually cost $20,000 to $30,000 and would be able to mow lawns and babysit kids. A tour of the 130-year-old Molly Kathleen gold mine in Cripple Creek, Colorado, turned tragic last week. A lift carrying tourists 1,000 feet underground experienced a mechanical issue halfway down the mine shaft. The incident killed 1 person, injured 4, and left 19 trapped, including 12 in the mine for 6 hours. The attraction is closed as authorities investigate. The WNBA is leaning into the hype. Responding to growing viewership, the Women's National Basketball Association announced that it's expanding the 2025 regular season from 40 to 44 games, the finals from best of 5 to best of 7, and the league to 13 teams with the addition of the Golden State Valkyries. Toronto and Portland, mascots TBA, will also get teams in 2026. Starships were meant to land? SpaceX is extra celebrating the 5th launch of its Starship rocket after the arms of the launch tower successfully caught the rocket's 21-story tall Super Heavy booster, a major milestone towards SpaceX's goal of making the Starship fully reusable. SpaceX intends to do hundreds more unmanned missions with Starship before adding a crew. And that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for listening. If you're listening on the Apple Podcasts app, give us a 5-star rating and drop a review. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow and hit the notification bell to never miss a new episode. We appreciate your support and hope you have a great day. We'll see you on Wednesday.
What if you could boost your savings while advancing the gospel? With Christian Community Credit Union, you can. With their high-yield Harvest Bundle, you can earn 4% APY and a $100 bonus with Harvest checking accounts, and 5% APY and a $100 bonus with Harvest savings accounts. Plus, every deposit made is used to finance the growth of churches and ministries. Bank with your values at CCCU. Apply for the Harvest Bundle today at mycccu.com/TPO bonus. Offer ends 11/15/2024. Terms and conditions apply. Membership eligibility required. Each account is insured up to $250,000. This institution is not federally insured.